the market may be hitting a top. Now, what I see right here is what we would call a stage 3 topping pattern. And of course, a stage 3 topping pattern can lead to a stage 4 decline. So let's talk about what that is and why I'm seeing that happening right now. And joining me today is my friend and Outlier University graduate, Joe. Joe, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Oh, dude, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Now, I want to talk about one of my favorite things in trading, and that is called the market cycle. Because what we see right here is a big, beautiful uptrend, right? This would be considered a stage 2 uptrend. Now, what's really cool is we can actually look over here in this area and we can kind of get an idea before we go into many examples of what that looks like already, right? You've got your stage 1 sideways trend, your stage 2 uptrend, your stage 3 is where the moving averages start crossing over, and then your stage 4 decline when the moving averages turn south. Now, it had a very quick, very fast reversal here from the beginning of April to the end of April, where it very rapidly turned around. And I mean, if it even had a moment of a stage 1, it was super fast because then it went right up into a stage 2. Now, what I'm seeing right now is potentially a stage 3 happening right here. Stage 3 is where it's pretty much the very top, right? This is where the herd, if you want to call it, this is where the herd decide to get in. Okay. They're like, well, the market's running up. It can only go up forever. Let me go ahead and get in. Right. Now, smart traders, smart outliers like you guys watching right now are going to see something different. So this is stage 1, this is stage 2, this is stage 3, and this is stage 4. In this market cycle, which is not just a theory, it's a reality. I got lots of examples coming up. You have the moving averages bouncing back and forth on top of each other, right? And we don't know when each time that the bullish cross happens, we don't know which time the bullish cross happens if it's going to continue to run, right? So we're testing the waters, okay? We can go over to Tesla here. I just marked a couple examples. We're testing the waters to see if it's going to run. And what's great about this, Joe, is that we can have a small amount of risk and let it run. And then if it comes back and turns around, that's okay. We'll make a buck or lose a buck. You've probably heard me say this before. You can make a buck or lose a buck right over here, right? If this is stage 1, stage 2 is exactly the trade everybody wants to make. This is the trade where when you sign up for Outlier, if you're not giving me a stage 2, why are you giving me anything? I get it. I get it. Everybody wants the stage 2 uptrend. But the stage 2 uptrend doesn't happen all the time, right? Your stage 1 sideways trend happens a lot more often than your stage 2 uptrend. Now, when you hit the stage 2 uptrend, it starts just like the stage 1 uptrend over here did, these little bullish trends inside the stage 1, because the 10 went over the 20, price went over the 50, the bullish trend started and it ended. The bullish trend started and it ended. The bullish trend started and it ended. The bullish trend started and it ran like gangbusters. Okay? This is a perfect representation of what it takes to be a successful trader. Is I'm going to try it. I'm going to put a little bit of money at risk and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'm out. I'm going to try it, see if it works. If it doesn't, I'm out. I'm going to try it. Holy moly, it is working. I'm going to hold this bad boy for as long as I possibly can until I get my exit signals, which in this case, your 10 went under the 20 right there. That'd be a great exit signal. And you're not going to get the very top, although most YouTubers are going to tell you, oh, I call the very top candle. I call the tippity toppity tiniest cent at the top. $75 in this stock would have made you a millionaire. You would have had a Lambo for every finger on your hand. But we know that's not the reality, right? You want to catch the middle of the move. The middle 80% is the easiest. The bottom 10% and the top 10% are the most expensive because that's where people are trying to call tops and trying to call bottoms. Okay. And then when it goes down, this is your stage 4 downtrend. Again, it's not just theory, it's reality. This is where the rest of the herd is holding on to it and they don't understand why they continue to lose time after time after time. And it's because of this exact thing. They're getting in right at the top, right as the stage 3 is starting to happen. And then they hold it all the way down. Joe, I bought almost near the top because I was following my plan. Now, because of that, I have an exit signal today. And so I'm going to follow my plan so that I get out. So that if this does continue to go down, I'm not going to be a part of that trade. Now, what I want to show you here is something that one of my mentors showed me, right? You buy it right here, right? That's pretty much what happened to us, right? We had a entry signal. We had everything lined up on playing ETF, and it turned around. Does that mean we need to freak out? Does that mean we need to panic sell? Does that mean we need to go on Discord and tell Chris how stupid he is? No, it just means it didn't work. And then a lot of people, Joe, they're not going to sell it because they're like, you know what? I believe in this trade. I believe in the company. I believe in the market. I believe that things are going to come right back up, right? And so they don't sell because they're scared to take that loss, and they'll hold it, hoping and praying that it does this. But what actually happens is it gets all the way down like this. Now, I have another quote from Mark over here. Here's the cold, unforgiving truth. You can take small drawdowns, feel stupid, and still walk away with your capital and your future intact. Or you can choose to hold, hope, and on the rare occasion, blow up. And this is the best part about it. If you're not feeling like an idiot often, you're not managing risk. Now, I don't want anybody who's watching this to feel like an idiot at all. I want you to remember what we talked about in Bravo of Outlier University, the Bravo class of Outlier University later. Did somebody say Outlier University?
Are you ready? Let's go!
Respect is earned. Respect is never given.
In Outlier University, we go live every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm teaching you everything that you could want to know to be a successful trader. Now, even though I'm going to teach you everything, some of the things you're not going to like what we're having to do today, I don't like it. It's just part of the game, right? And when you start understanding that the trading environment that you're in can change day to day, week to week, month to month, you understand that you must be adaptable as well and to take those sell signals when they come. And that is what we're covering in Outlier University. So be sure that you watch because the replays will be living out on YouTube forever. And that's a $12,000 value, according to Mr. Mark Minervini over there, that you're going to get absolutely for free. And of course, I always like to say this as well. Take the opportunity to turn your small loss back into cash before it becomes a big loss. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Joe, I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by right now. Let's go close the trades, and then we'll get back into the rest of the day. So we're going to close this trade at market because I don't need it anymore. I'm just going to close it at market. So SPXL trade, close at market, and should be gone. Yes. Now I need to get into SGOV. And you know what, Joe? I did a very poor job of explaining why I did this. So I'll have to show the entry signals and exit signals in just a little bit. This particular account has 91,372. And then we're going to divide that by the cost of ESCA right now, which is 100.52. So I can get 908 shares. So I go over here to equity. I go to 908. And then I buy at market. And should fill immediately. Yeah, filled. Oh, rejected. Oh, I need to go down by one. 907. Buy. Invalid parameter. What has happened? Hang on. Did I get filled without knowing? Hold on. No. Orders filled. The close rejected. Okay. It's 100.53. Okay, let's try it again. 91,372 divided by 100.53. It's me 908 shares. What am I doing wrong here? So this is a great example, right? Sometimes when you try to trade, things don't go your way. Let's just try one. Can we get filled at one? Oh, because I didn't put a limit price. That's why. I didn't realize it changed my number there. Okay. 907. Buy.
It changed again to limit.
The frick. Okay. Market 907. Okay, I guess I have to hit the market 907. Let's go to 908. Just curious now. Buy. 908 rejected. Okay. So 907. This is so much fun, Joe. I love it. Okay, 907. Market. Buy. I have no idea why this is not working. There's not enough day trading buying power. Yeah, what's 907 time? Wait. Account view. Portfolio value 91,372. What? What's going on here? 91,372 divided by 100.52. 9, that basically says 909 trades. Let's try 1. Market. Give me 1. Buy. It changed it. I got filled on 1 though. Okay. Let's do another 900. Market. Okay, we're in. I might give up a couple. Let's just see if I can get 6 more. Because that would be the 907 market. Rejected. Okay. This is so much fun, Joe. I don't know why it's acting like this, but it is what it is. And I got filled. So I'm at 90. Where am I at? Trading portfolio. I'm at 905. Okay. That's all I need to do is just bump it down to 905. So
Well,
much fun.
that was a good exercise to go through. So, in theory, you could have went from 907 down to 905 and done it in one order and been fine.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, the reason that I was testing this was because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand. Clearly the cost basis around here was not updating for something. So I just had to make a couple changes, and that's why I tested it with 1 to see if it was going to work at all. Right? If it wasn't going to work at all, then something else is going on.
Yeah.
But we're good here. Now I need to go into my 2 funds that I run and get those values real quick. Give me just a second here. All right. So I need to go to SGov and I need to buy shares. And I got my position size, which is full portfolio in this case. And I'm going to do market and submit. All right. Filled at 100.53 in the actual money account. And all right, doing the second one now. Buying at market because this is super liquid. I don't have to worry about the price, and I'm filled in there too. Okay, so I'm done. So basically, the only thing that I did was I moved out of SPXL because we got an exit signal, and forgive me because I didn't go into detail about it. We will in just a moment. Got out because we have an exit signal. Got into SGov. SGov is our cash vehicle, which basically pays us daily interest on that cash. So, all right. Chris made me sell my SoFi shares. That's what I do. That's what I do, right? The SoFi bros know not to watch my channel because I will tell you, and you must obey what Chris says. You're not allowed to have any sort of differing opinion or plan. If Chris says sell his SoFi shares, you are obligated to do so.
Before you
Go ahead,
switch
Joe.
gears, can you tell me your fill on SPXL because I missed it?
Oh, that's okay. My fill to close was 2. Hang on. I'm looking at the opening. I need the closing. Okay. The closing price was 213.79. 213.79.
Awesome.
There we go. Doing my best over here, Charlotte. I want everybody to be in the Outlier cult and in the Outlier trading room. Chris made me follow my plan and sell my SPXL today and go touch grass this weekend. That sounds like a great idea. Welcome to the Outlier Trading Room invitation only live stream. This is where we help you save time, make money, and start winning with less risk. Unless you listen to what Chris says, and it's always lose, 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 lose. I understand, right? But go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, plans M and A are our offensive plans. Plan ETF, which we just got out of, is our defensive plan that we've been following. But right now, we're going to go to sit and cash and don't F up. So let's talk about why I just got out today. Plan ETF exit signals. We got sell signals on Qs and SPY today. Because we got sell signals on Qs and SPY today, there's no 2 cents about it. There's nothing else we can do, Joe. It is get out. Get out. We can't get into plan A. We can't get into plan M because these need to be buy signals for plan M and plan A for entries. So all we can do is get into plan sit and cash and don't F up, right? Now, am I saying that the market is going to crash down? No, of course not. All I'm saying is that A, My plan that I had in place long before this trade was made told me if we need to get out, this is going to be one of the reasons why we need to get out. So just take it. Just take it. And then move on. Take it and move on. Yeah. I'll teach you how to fish, but sometimes the fish don't bite or they'll spit out the bait. I agree with that. So, Joe, this is a great time to ask. There's 4 types of trades. Do you remember what those 4 types of trades are?
Good trades, bad trades. And if I had somebody from Bravo University, I would know the other 2.
Come on, Joe. You were a graduate.
I know I was.
I'm gonna have to reject your diploma.
Take it back.
I'm gonna resend that thing right away. Charlotte knows. Come on, Charlotte, tell us. There's 4 types of trades. Charlotte was in class yesterday and she actually paid attention. Joe. That's right. Pay cut time for Joe. Okay. Almost, Charlotte. That wasn't what I was looking for. But there's good trades, bad trades. Hang on, somebody had it. Winning trades and losing trades. There you go. Skinny buff guy, William, and Rick Warfish got it. Good trades, bad trades, winning trades, and losing trades. Okay. A good trade, regardless of if it's a winning trade or a losing trade, is if you follow your plan. If you had a plan and you followed it, it was a good trade. Now, Joe, I didn't just make this up. I learned this directly from Larry Hite. Larry Hite, one of the original market wizards, the first billion-dollar hedge fund manager. There's 4 types of trades: good trades, bad trades, winning trades, and losing trades. You can have a bad trade that you had no idea what you were doing that still ended up being a winner. You can have a good trade, which you had a perfectly solid plan that ends up being a loser. The difference here is that one of these you're in control, one of these you just accidentally happened into it, or you FOMO'd into it, or you panic sold out of it, right? Your job as a trader is to create a plan with positive expectancy and then follow that plan. Elsewise, that expectancy that you built will be obliterated. It'll be monkey hammered. The expectancy is built on you following the exit signals based on the plan. So if you panic sell, the plan no longer exists. The plan, all the signals that go along with the plan, that's not it anymore. Tyler, is a great question. What if your plan sucks? I think that's a very valid question. Now, Tyler, you need to figure out if that's based on 3 trades or if that's based on 300 trades. If it's based on 3 trades, you don't even know if it sucks yet. You don't have no idea if it sucks yet. But if it's over 300 trades, you have a pretty good idea if this plan is going to work or not. So how do you get to that point? You can backtest. You can find software and do backtest. You can manually backtest, which is how I like to do it. But you can't make that assumption based on 3 occurrences, right? Because for example, right, if we were to take this Tesla example from earlier, right, that's 3 different examples, right? And if we were to look at this, we would say this is a 66% win rate strategy with unbelievable expectancy, ungodly expectancy, because you win 2/3 of the time, and every once, 1 out of every 3 trades is a 200% winner. Is that reality, Joe? Is that realistic?
No, definitely not.
Of course not. Steve Burns told me that you need at least 100 trades to really backtest something. And of course, the more trades, the better. A statistical analysis can be done when you have a greater number of trades, an N of whatever, right? But an N of 3, an N of 2 on that plan, Tyler, it's just not going to give you enough. It's just really not.
I've got an example of my experience of having a plan that I discovered sucked. And it only took a few trades to discover it sucked. And it was a futures trade. And I thought I had a really great plan and I was following it, and I kept track with my log. What was I doing when I got out? And why did I get out? The results ended up telling me that I couldn't trade the plan. Whether the plan was good or bad, I personally could not trade it. I could not emotionally stare at a chart all day long and look for these exit signals on, 1-minute candles. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Joe, I'm really glad you mentioned that, right? Because that is one thing that I like to preach as I do, which is you need to find a trading style that fits your personality. And that wasn't going to fit your personality. It didn't matter how much money you're going to make. If it doesn't fit your personality, you're not going to make any money on it because you're not going to want to follow it. You're not going to have the consistency and the discipline to follow it, right? But if you were to have amended that, maybe though instead of the 1 minute candles, you were working on 5 minute candles, right? Maybe I'm just throwing things out there. Maybe it could have worked for you better, or maybe even the 65-minute candles, right? Maybe that could have worked for you better, right? But you won't know until you get in that arena, if you want to think of it that way, and you're like, I don't want to fight this guy, right? Imagine, hang on, we can. Is my screen? No, hang on. We can do this. Imagine that you're The Rock, and you got into the ring with Hulk Hogan.
Is that what you think? That's exactly. It doesn't matter what you think.
And then you're Hulk Hogan, and you're like, what? You got that look on your face? I don't know if you heard it, but he said, that's some serious disrespect right there, JR. Right? You get in the ring and you're like, oh, okay, never mind. I don't want to play this because it's just not right for me. You can do that. You can absolutely do that, and you can change your plan. So, Joe, I think at this point, since we're out of SPXL, since we're following the plan, we need to follow the plan of giving some awesome merch away. Now, the only way that you can win is one of two ways. Number one is put hashtag Outlier in the chat. And 140 of you have so far, but that's like less than half. Less than half of you have put in Outlier in the chat. I guess less than half of you don't want to win any free Outlier merch. Let's see what we could get in the Outlier giveaways here. We could get the Slingshots shirts, hats. This morning we gave away an 80 Delta jacket. That was cool. That was our first jacket giveaway.
Awesome.
I like that. I'm gonna order one. I'm gonna order one of those. I have the Outlier flag jacket. It's great.
Sweet.
So yeah, we give away all kinds of stuff here, right? Because it is the best YouTube channel that there possibly is. And the way you can win is put hashtag Outlier and or share your story in the Discord. All right, let's do this, Joe. Let's give away something. Joe, what's my favorite website?
Random.org.
Random.org. That's correct. For the most random guy on the internet. We're going to go give away 2 giveaways here. And then we're going to give away 2 more if you put hashtag Outlier in the chat. So we're going to go from 1 to 24. 1 to 24. Yep. And then we're going to hit generate. We're going to see who the first winner is. Number 4, Unhappy Camper. Oh, no. Is this for my future? Is this what it's going to be like for me this weekend? Oh, no.
Poor Chris is going camping this weekend.
Don't forget, camping with his bougie ass wife for her very first time camping. All right, editor, spin the wheel. Spin the wheel of merch. Wheel of merch. Wheel of merch. Wheel of merch.
Sweatshirt.
The unhappy camper is going to be a little bit happier because now he can drink beer in his Outlier flag koozie. Congratulations, unhappy camper. Outlier flag koozie. Outstanding. And let's see who the next random winner is going to be. Number 21. That is DeHammer. I think DeHammer's watching live as well. DeHammer. Congratulations to you, DeHammer. Let's see what DeHammer has won. If it's important to you, DeHammer, it's important to us. Let's go. The ads always make that more fun.
Yeah. You don't know what's going to pop up.
I know, right? A sit and cash and don't F up t-shirt. Let's go. Now, Joe, the funny part about that is that, of course, it uses the cookies. And so, like, if I ever went onto a sketchy website, all the cookies would come through and it's like, oh, no, no, these ads are not looking so good right now. So we're going to do a sit and cash and don't F up t-shirt. There we go. Outstanding work for DeHammer with the sit and cash and don't F up t-shirt. But now, this is a Boy Scout camp out. You really think that I'm going to try and sneak that in? Although I do have a little Outlier University flask, bro. That would be such a scandal. Let's see who the first winner is. Only 186 of you decided to apply, so that's on you if you didn't. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, no. Like primitive camping, intense. It's going to be amazing. Let's see who the first winner is going to be here. Arlum. Oh, here we go, Joe. You know what's happening. Rum. RL Stein, or RL Stein. I don't know. I don't have anything better than that. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Screenshot. Boom. All right. So let me send this to April. RL Stein's nephew, RL What? What I missed?
Neutral option just come up in the chat.
That is by far the best one ever. Neutral option. The funny part about that was as honest and as sincere as I was. I thought it actually was a neutral option. Let's see what RL Stein's little baby cousin won.
Sweatshirt.
An Outlier U coffee mug. Hey, that's a decent win right there. More like an Outlier U fish tank. Those are so big.
Oh, baby. You can fit your entire hand in that thing. It's massive.
Got all kinds of stuff in there, Joe. What have you tried to put in there? I'm just curious now at this point. You made it weird, not me. Let's see who the next winner is.
I had hot chocolate in mine with marshmallows.
Hot chocolate with marshmallows, with a little bit of rum inside of it, right? A little bit of R.L. Stein's third cousin, who is a distributor at the Bacardi Rum Factory. Yes, I get it. Let's go to the next one here. Yep, super weird. That's what we do with my itty bitty baby hands. Let's go. Randy, what's up? Randy's a long timer. Congrats, Randy. Randy's been with me for ages. Congratulations to you, Randy. Good to see you winning something today. Let's see what Randy won.
I'm liking these suggestions.
What else? Randy won an Outlier U hoodie.
Nice.
Dude, grand prize, Randy. Outlier U hoodie. Congratulations, Randy. So RL Stein's twice removed, and Joe, the joke here is that I keep coming up with more like obscure family references. I don't know if anybody caught that. RL Stein's third cousin, twice removed on his mother's side, won the coffee mug. Randy won an Outlier U hoodie. Who else won today? Carol Catherine won everything. But the Unhappy Camper won the Outlier Flag koozie, and DeHammer won a Sit and Cash and Don't F Up t-shirt. Man, I have so much fun on Fridays when we give away all this stuff. And you've seen me go through the roller coaster of emotion. I'm trapped in the glass case of emotions today, Joe. But at least I got to do that with you. Yes, you, DeHammer, you won. And Randy won too. Wait, where's Randy? I tried to click Randy and it moved. Here we go. Randy, yeah. And then the Goosebumps guy, RL Stein, masquerading as RL he also won. And yeah, congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to all of you guys. Listen, Joe, if someone were to look to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, what's like the first thing that they should do?
Subscribe to Outlier.
Ooh, that's a great answer.
It is.
What about the second thing they should do?
Second thing they should do is go to our new training grounds and check out all these awesome videos with timestamps that give you the answers that you are looking for without having to guess. It's awesome.
You mean, where's it at? Did I save it? No, I didn't save it. Joe, where's it at again? There's like a disc.
Yeah, right there.
Here? Training stage?
Nope, up just a little bit. Right there.
Training room chat?
Yeah, this is the training room chat. Yep. So every single new member gets tagged to this chat. And we go through the foundational questions that you all have, give you ideas of where to find some information. Yeah, there's the hammer right there.
There's the hammer right there. Dude, Joe is putting in so much work to give you guys the tools, tips, and tricks to get you up to speed. So Joe, man, you're killing it over here. This is brilliant. I'm super, super proud of you. So yeah, to Joe's point, right? A, sign up for Outlier. It's 82 cents a day. Give me a break. And then B, go into the training room. And then Joe's going to teach you everything you need to know. 3, go watch Outlier University. It's free on YouTube and will be forever. Teach you everything you need to know. But I think the very final thing to help people save time, make money, and start winning, get oh fuck, I don't even remember. Save time, make money, start winning with less risk would be to click one of these 2 videos. There we go. Outstanding work, Joe. Thanks so much for coming. I hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll definitely be talking soon. Next time we see each other, Joe, hopefully I don't have any crazy camping stories. I hope everything just goes smooth.